Hi there. I think I'm live now. I can see one person waiting. So hi, whoever it is. I will just wait a few more minutes before anyone else comes to join us, and we can get started. So welcome to the two people who have joined. It's really great that you can join me today. I really enjoy helping and sharing what comes through for me and what can help and benefit others. Even though it is quite daunting to go live and put myself out there, most of us will feel that kind of anxiety, embarrassment, around that. But it's getting easier and easier, and because it's such a subject that I'm so passionate about, energy healing, it seems to flow quite naturally, so I'm quite pleased to do it. So it's Brianna. Hi Brianna. So I've been trying to catch one of your readings for a while. At the end you do 20 mini reads as well. I don't do the reading sessions. Nahkila and Javi do the mini reads. I do the mini healing sessions, and that is a private one-to-one. It's still not going to be like face-to-face on Zoom or anything like that, but we'll organise a time so you can sit, lay down, relax, and I will send you energy healing, but we can discuss, what it is you're choosing to sort of work through on that day. So that's what I do. I don't know if I've explained that okay. Let me know if that makes any sense, or if that's what you're after as well. Hi Gillian. Hi. So yeah, glad that we've got a few people on. So Brianna, that sounds amazing. How much is that? That's same, $20, the mini healing session. So yeah, that's what you meant. Okay, good. So yeah, it's the same, $20, and we'll organise a time. You can get in touch with me through the AshworthScott Life Sculpting website, and you can organise a time when best suits us to get together. Nahkila does the mini readings on Wednesdays. Yeah, she does the mini readings at Erin Power Hour, and Javi does his mini readings on I think the second and fourth Friday of each month. So I'm here on the third Friday of each month doing the healing sessions. So we've got a few more joining us. So I just say hi to everybody. Okay, so you want to purchase one. Oh, hey, Javi. How you doing? There's Javi. He's the one that does the mini readings too. So he's fantastic. Such a great part of the team to be with. Yeah, so I do normally have the link. Javi, are you able to put the link on here for the lead to the mini sessions that they can purchase? I did have it, but I can't seem to get hold of it. If you could put that on, or if Nahkila's on to do that, that would be great. Yeah, Javi, I'm glad you're on too. I hope, well, I've got a really good feeling that this one is going to be quite a really good form of release of all the negative, heavy energy that's been surrounding a lot of people lately. So, okay, so yeah, energy healing sessions. Yeah, so I do these. I do this feature Friday the third Friday of every month, and I also do private ones, the mini, but I also do the longer healing sessions too, where we're going to be face to face, and we actually get down right into your energy field and release those imprints that have been causing havoc in our energy field. Okay, so Javi's looking for that link to put on, so that'd be great. If I can't get it on now, what I will do is I'll attach it to this feed once I've finished the live, so that if that's okay with you. So saying, yeah, she's definitely put the past 2 weeks I've realised what it is, and I've been managing it, so it's great that there and talk about it. It's everyone feels like this. Everyone has this heavy energy. So it's good to know that there's more people out there that are like this, you know, that it's affecting, so we can actually, I don't know, bring it all up. You know, if we don't bring it up, then it just gets buried and keeps getting buried, and more things keep coming on top of it. So we want to release it, let it go, and fill that part in with the positive energy. It's not that we should go around every day thinking of rainbows and unicorns, you know, or being that kind of, oh, you know, I'm positive, nothing can touch me. It's not about that. It's about learning your lessons and looking at things in a different way. So, and then, you know, we're always going to have some kind of incident, some kind of experience that will affect us. It's just how we can manage how to deal with that and how to process it and let it go and have a bit more understanding. You know, we want to have a great experience while we're here. So this is what it's about. It's releasing that heaviness, that negative energy, to enjoy our experience. So yeah. So thank you very much. Yeah, no problem. So so I'd just like to thank everyone for joining me. I've been looking forward to this one for a while. I've had a lot of things coming through, and everything's sort of been synchronizing into what we should do today. So yeah, my name's Gillian Smith. I'm part of AshworthScott by Sculpting, part of a great team with Nahkila and Hobby, and I offer energy healing sessions. I specialise in more the shamanic energy healing. So rather than just the sort of like covering things up, you know, just sort of easing the energy, we actually bring up that heaviness, bring up that buried hoocha, what the shamans call it, the heavy negative energy. We bring it up to the surface, release it, and then override it with the light. And that is what I do with the illuminations. That is the one-to-one private sessions where you can do it distance or in person. Obviously not at the minute in person, but we could still do it distance healing. So what we do today and the mini sessions won't actually clear any imprints, but it will help your energy feel a lot lighter, and you won't feel as fearful, and it will clear up some of that heaviness, you know, that we know that we're carrying around. We can't actually see it, but we're carrying it with us. So we're going to clear a bit of that up today. So yeah, and yeah, so I've been advertising the past couple of days that I'm coming on, and a really good friend of mine pointed out that it was actually May, not April. So I put in the advert that on the post that it was April. So yeah, not only are the days melting into one, the months are melting into one. So thank you, Carol, for recognising that mistake so I could rectify it. Yeah, so I hope, I think that resonates with most people where we're not sure of the days, the months, anything like that anymore. But yeah, if not, I can put it on afterwards, so it's great. Okay, so yeah, what we're going to discuss today is we're going to clear up some of that heavy negative energy, and we're going to do a releasing session around that. And then afterwards, we're going to bring in a healing session. So with that healing session, we're going to bring in the self-love, the self-worth, the self-respect, things that we struggle with to bring into our energy fields, and that will really help us come back into balance. So we're going to bring some of that in today. So yeah, I've been noticing for a long time, and especially it's been brought up more so recently, that we're living in a society of, what would you call, fakeness? You know, we've got a different face for whatever group of people that we are seeing, whether it's work, college, socializing, whatever it is. You know, we tend to, when we're not happy with ourselves, you know, when we're in that position of not being healed, we put on a face of, we're okay, you know, and we sort of align ourselves with the people that we're around, so we don't want to sort of like stick out like a sore thumb. So this is becoming more and more apparent, and I don't know if anybody else has noticed this, that we tend to do this, but it's been carrying on for a long time, and not very many people have wanted to notice it or bring it out. But now it seems to be in the forefront. You know, people are taking stock of themselves and thinking, well, hang on, you know, is this really me? Is this how I really feel? Is this my beliefs? Anything, you know, anything that we kind of feel uncomfortable with inside, even though we're portraying something different on the outside. You know, like going against our soul purpose. It will have a negative effect on energy, and it will have a negative effect on our true selves too. But what I've been noticing is people are becoming more aware of themselves. I know the shamans of Peru have said that we are coming into an age of a new being, more conscious being. So they call it Homo luminous. So we will actually be more in touch with our soul purpose, our soul self, our true self. And so we're just becoming more conscious and aware of it, and looking at our behaviour, our stories, our how we act, the judgment of ourselves. So we're actually really looking at that more, and realising that it's not healthy for us. So when we are ready for this change, this Homo luminous being coming in, you know, it's going to be a great awakening. It's going to be a fantastic awakening for our conscious, for the collective. You know, it's going to have a real positive effect on our planet Earth too, our mother, you know. Okay, Javi's put that link up. That's great. Thank you, Javi. So that's great. Okay, so no, you guys are the same one. Okay, oh, so you've got that link. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I don't know either. So yes, going back to our Homo luminous self. So if you feel like there's a stirring inside, there's something more to us than this meat suit that we're in, then this is part of our consciousness. This is part of our awakening, part of our true experience that we should have here as a human, you know, with our soul. When we go against it, when we really fight it, you know, I feel the fight, and I can see the fight in people when we go against our intuition. You know, our soul can become fragmented, and you know, we all become out of balance, and it's quite apparent that a lot of us are out of balance, and we're starting to recognise that, and we are looking for ways in how to bring ourselves back into balance, looking at ways of how we can actually help ourselves. So this is a great way to start with our energy healing, with listening to your intuition. I know the other day I felt really off. I don't know, I just felt quite ill, and I listened to my intuition, and it was like, get yourself outside, get yourself in the mud. So I'm in the garden, I'm digging, I'm getting dirty, and I felt so much better. And it was true. I listened to my intuition. I knew what my body needed, you know. So I did that. I had a fantastic bath afterwards. So, you know, you listen to your body, listen to your energy, feel what it feels like, listen to what it's telling you. You know, you are the best person to know what your body needs, what your body feels like. So we want to take care of our meat suit, you know. It's not the most important part of ourselves. It's a great way of getting around, but you know, our soul, our heart, our mind, we start to need to bring that back into balance, and eventually our physical self will catch up, and we can work with that too. So yeah, it is all about just bringing balance back to ourselves, and taking our control back of ourselves, really listening to our soul purpose, listening to our intuition, and really following through with what will help us. You know, when when we actually look at ourselves, you know, do we ever think, who actually am I? Who are you? What is it we're doing here? What is actually going on? Does any of what I've said sound familiar, or you know, is anyone experiencing this at the minute, or is it something that has been brought up for you, like consciously, unconsciously, that you feel sort of resonates? Just let me know, a comment in the box, and we can discuss it. So yeah, I'd just like to say that, you know, when we are in judgment of ourselves, when we have no self-love, when we have no self-worth, no self-respect, you know, it spills out, and we hold on to these stories, and it becomes toxic. You know, this energy is really poisonous to our system, and it spills out. And most of the time, it probably spills out to the people that we love most, yourself included. Is probably the worst hit, you know, by what you're keeping in, what you're burying. You know, there's no bigger judge, there's no bigger hater than yourself. Yeah, it's not healthy, it's not good for us. So we want to recognize that, we want to bring it up, and we want to let it go. Okay, as humans, we try and do the best with what we've got. So let's make what we've got better, you know. And it's not. It may be hard to do at first. It may be hard to actually come out and say, yeah, you know, this is what's going on with me. This is how I've been feeling. But once you make that first step and you start on the path of healing, it really does become so much easier and a lot healthier. You will feel so much better. The people around you will feel so much better, and it will have a knock-on effect, because this is all about the collective consciousness. This is about the everyday person feeling better about themselves, and moving that on to other people too. So yeah, so when we don't have any of that love on the inside for us, we tend to search for it on the outside, and we are never ever going to find it on the outside. If we don't love ourselves, how can we expect someone else to love us? So we either replace it with material things, vacations, you know, just anything on the outside that we think will make us feel happy. You know, a nice house, a nice car, you know, and it may make us feel great for a few hours, few days, few weeks, but it never actually heals us. It never satisfies that emptiness within us. You know, it never makes us feel good all the time, and that is what we're after. We want to feel that love for ourselves all the time, you know. So today, with releasing some of that negative energy, we can actually bring some of that self-love into our energy field. Again, it's not going to clear an imprint, but it will make you feel better and have an understanding of how our energy and how we look after our energy field, and how it's so important for our balance, for a healthy lifestyle. So, you know, it's when you look at it, when we are just energy and vibration, then when our energy is out of whack, then the rest of our systems are going to be out too, you know, our physical, mental, emotional. So we want to bring it all into balance and help that just be more in flow. You know, it's like when you think of someone who's spiritual, you know, it's not a religion, it's not any kind of belief system. It's just being in flow, following your intuition, and knowing what you're doing is actually right for you. Yeah. So we've been programmed for a long time to believe that when we admit to our mistakes, or if we admit that how we live is not normal, you know, it's shown as a weakness. Whereas if we actually admit and release our mistakes, we change our life for the better. You know, we look at things, how we can improve ourselves, improve the collective. You know, it's a really strong energy to have. There's no weakness in saying we did something wrong. We have all done something wrong. We have all judged. We have all had negative thoughts. We have, every single one of us has done that. You know, it is human behaviour, but we want to look at that and think, okay, I'm no longer happy with that now. So let's move on. Let's learn from our mistakes. And once we know that that is not a weakness, it is actually, you know, really helpful and beneficial for us. It's a really strong, powerful energy to have. So we want to look at that today as well and bring that up. So whatever is sort of laying in our energy field that feels really heavy, something that, how would you say it, takes up a lot of our energy. So say 90% of our energy, that we've said before, that this kind of negative will take up that much, and it is an awful lot of our energy to be taken over by something we no longer need, that we want to release. So it's a really good way of letting go of that too. And what happens is when we can't actually release these, it's when we're in that fear mode. You know, we live in the limbic brain. So this is our old reptilian brain at the back, and once we're in that, it kind of stops being so open-minded. We become very narrow-minded thinking, and nothing is rational. You know, we can't change how we think because we just can't rationalize anything. So we want to come out of that, you know, bring a lot more peace into ourselves, become open-minded, open mind, open heart, and an open soul, you know. And it is all about flow. It's all about connection. And once you start doing it, you will feel so much better. It really will feel so great. Okay. What else was I going to say? So, you know, has anyone here sort of been on that path? Has anyone started their energy healing process, or you know, done any work? Anything resonates with what I've been saying? If so, put a comment in there. And I noticed Brianna said yes. You know, she was sort of resonating with what I was saying before. So if you feel any of that kind of, you know, sums up your life in a way, you know, just leave a message. You know, I'd love to speak about it. So yeah, so when we look at ourselves, what is it that we actually see is the most important part of ourselves? Our body? Is it our heart? Is it our soul? You know, what is it we listen to most? You know, we listen, I don't know, to other people more than your intuition, or, you know, vice versa. You know, what is it we're doing? We all know what is better for us to listen to our intuition, but 9 times out of 10 we don't tend to do that. We follow the narrative. We listen to others rather than our intuition, and that has like an internal battle, you know, going on inside, which will overflow into our energy field and our feelings, emotions. So you know, when we look at healing, it's quite rare to look at our energy. You know, it's quite rare to think of, okay, if I'm not feeling great, then I'll go and see the doctor. You know, you would never think of, oh, well, I'm going to get an energy healing session. You know, it's not as common as it should be, really. It was years ago, but now with modern medicines and everything, which has a great place, it really does. You know, our energy aspect, our energetic side gets forgotten about. So when we're out of balance, you know, our chakras are our energy centers. So when they are out of balance, our physical, our mental and emotional will be out of balance too. So it is all about bringing everything together, you know, physical, mental, emotional, and energetic self. We want to bring it all together and feel, just feel the self-love that we should and that we really deserve to have. So it is all about a radical self-love, radical self-forgiveness, and a radical self-acceptance. And it does have to be radical because we haven't been looking after ourselves that great. So when, you know, we've done the best with what we've got, but, you know, we could feel and be so much more positive, more healthier, you know. So we want to bring that in and feel so much better, you know. So through releasing these and releasing our fears, you know, we will learn to love our true selves. We won't be looking in the mirror anymore and hating what we see. We will see the falseness stripped away, and we will see the pure true selves, love and everything coming, you know, reflecting right back at us, and that is what we are after. When we think of our mindset and our thoughts, when we've been programmed for so long and living in this kind of negative energy at the minute, you know, our mindset and thoughts will be negative, and our mindset and thoughts are extremely powerful. I don't think we realize how actually powerful they are. You know, we just have to be really careful how we think about ourselves, how we talk about ourselves, how we think and talk about others too. You know, it does have an effect on us, others, the collective, the universe, Mother Earth. You know, so it is about really looking at our judgments, looking at how we judge ourselves instead of, you know, we do tend to judge instead of being more understanding. So we want to help to release that negative side and see, you know, who we truly are. So when we have these negative thoughts, you know, it will lead to negative emotions. Then it will lead on to negative experiences. So it's a vicious circle that will keep going, and it's quite hard to get out of that circle, especially when you're not treating your energetic body. So this is a great way of doing it. So we can break that cycle, we can stop those patterns, and we can really help ourselves take control back, you know. So I don't know, is there anything else? Someone's written, Brianna. I've been extremely sick the past week and a half. It comes in waves. Getting tested. Okay, before we go back to work. Okay, so you're going through tests and waiting for the results. You know, it really has an effect on us, and we can't help but consciously and unconsciously think of things like that in a negative way, especially when we are being bombarded with everything that's so negative at the minute. And so it's really difficult to come out of that. And I completely understand, I completely empathise with you, I really do. So, you know, it's hard not to worry about something, but the more we worry, the more we put fear into it, the more we're feeding that energy. So we want to try and come out of that and look at it in a different way, okay? So, you know, try not to worry before the results. You get the results. If whatever's positive, negative, you know, you can work around that. And especially today with working on your energy field, it will help you to manage your emotions, your feelings a lot better. Okay, and you said you've saged yourself, woke up the next morning with no fever. Yeah, sage is fantastic. You know, the elders, ancient civilizations worked very closely with the earth, with the herbs, and sage does have a real cleansing aura. You know, it really does help your energy field. You know, it resonates so well with us. So that is what you're doing. So yeah, so you can sage as many times as you want. You know, I know last time I was on, I did the decoupling technique where you use your left hand over your heart chakra, and your right hand over your sacral chakra, just below your belly button. So this is a really good way of stopping the adrenaline running through your body. Once the adrenaline takes hold and you're in that fight or flight mode, your immune system won't be as effective. You know, it won't work. You will become sick, regardless of what it is. You know, so we want to stop that adrenaline, and we want to bring in the parasympathetic mode. We want to bring in that healing mode, because when we're in fight or flight, we cannot heal. So we want to bring that in. So I don't know if you can, Brianna, go back to the last one I was in April, and that's when I did the decoupling technique. And you can take a look through that, and you can do it as many times as you want throughout the day, wherever you are. And it is all about taking a couple of deep breaths, putting your left hand over your heart chakra, feeling that rhythm, bringing it into balance, feeling the connection. That may take 5 minutes, and then you get your left hand, place that on your sacral chakra, bring that back into balance, feel the rhythm of that, the connection, and then bring your heart and your sacral chakra through into connection and balance. And it really does stop that fight or flight mode. Okay, so that was on my last Feature Friday, so you can look at that. But today we're going to be doing a releasing session. So it's all good. We're all in a sacred space, you know, so it's safe environment to do this. I'm here. I will be holding space for you. I will be guiding you through what to kind of bring up. You know, how does it feel? What does it look like? So I'll be guiding you through that. So it may take about 10 minutes. Thereabouts to do. So that's just the releasing part. Then we'll come out of it. We'll take a few deep breaths, see how you feel, and then we'll go into the healing self-love session. Okay. So is everybody ready, comfortable, able to be in a quiet place and relax and ready to release? Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to open my Viricocha. So this is my energy field. Okay. Okay, so is everybody ready? So what we're choosing to do is we're going to start by taking 3 deep breaths, nice rhythm breaths. Okay, so we're going to inhale through the nose. Okay, that make you feel ready to start. Okay, so you're better off having your eyes closed in a comfortable position, breathing through, and anytime anything comes up that has been taking up your energy lately, anything negative that is having a detrimental effect on you, bring it up and really breathe it out. Let that go. Okay. Okay, so I'd like you to start by knowing that there's no judgment. You're being guided. You're in a safe place. You're choosing to release this negative future that we've been holding on to. It's time to release it. Know that you should never be hard on yourself. We all carry heavy energy at times. This is something you're choosing to let go of today. Once you feel those emotions coming up, breathe them out. We're not holding on to them anymore. They're not serving you anymore. They're not helping. They're only hindering your healing. Think about the different faces that you have to wear to make others feel more comfortable. But knowing it goes against your true self and makes you feel uncomfortable. How does that feel like? Does it hurt? Where's that hurt? Where is it? Do you feel it in your physical body? Where are you holding that pain? What emotions is it bringing up? Is it making you upset? And these are all emotions that we need to feel. Yeah. Emotions that we have to express, emotions that we have to understand. But these are emotions that we don't want to hold on to. Breathe out that pain. Breathe out that hurt. Really relax and let go. How tiring is it to keep holding on to that? Is it really exhausting? Feel that exhaustion within yourself. And breathe that out. Feel how heavy. Feel that ton of weight, that heaviness that you're carrying around. That makes you tired. Causes pain. Makes you irritable. You can't focus. You can't heal. Breathe that out. Relax everywhere in your body. You don't want to be holding it, especially in your stomach. You can feel it's being held around your stomach area. Let that go. What makes your heart sad? Listen to your heart. What's it telling you? Why do we only tend to listen to our heart when we feel it's broken? When we feel the hurt? What's our heart saying? What's your soul saying? Where's that battle? Feel that discontent. Feel the strain it puts on your physical body. The constant fighting. Feel what it does. And let that go. Breathe it out. What's your mind saying? Does it think you're crazy? Is your ego telling you to hold on, that you're going to be okay? Let ego take a backseat for now. Follow with your heart and your soul. Let them help your mind. Let them help settle your thoughts. And all the emotions that come up. Let your soul and your heart help. When you look in the mirror, do you love what you see? Do you love how you feel about yourself? And if not, why not? Think where it comes from. Let that go. Breathe that out. It's not serving you. It's no good. This is heavy, heavy hoochie. It's just energy. It's not personal. It's just energy. We're releasing that energy. We weren't brought here to hate ourselves. We can't enjoy our experience if we don't love ourselves. Love always comes from within, never from the outside. Where's that space? Let's clear that space for our love. Let's breathe out all that pain, all that hurt, stories we've held on to, the suffering, the judgment, our thoughts, our negative emotions. Let's clear that energy away from them. We don't want to feed that anymore. Really blow it out. Feel it lifting. Feel the space, feel that. It feels amazing. Just letting go. Scan your body, where you're holding onto it. Is it your shoulders? Is it your heart? Around your soul, stomach area, down your legs. Really feel that, really see it pushing out and letting go. This isn't serving you anymore. Feel that energy, feel that negativity, feel that loathing. Where does all this come from? Really push it out, up to the surface. Allow it out. Push. Do anything. Give your arms a shake. Just roll your neck, roll your head. Release that tension. Now I'm going to sit for a couple more minutes. I'll sit in silence. So if anything comes up, tears start coming, let them flow, let them go. There's no judgment. Okay, we start to come back into ourselves. Push down your arms. Rub around your stomach, around your solar plexus. Press into your heart chakra. Start to open your eyes. Okay. How does it feel? Is any more lightness coming in? That heaviness seemed to have been lifted a little bit. Did you feel? Did anything come up? What came up for you? Okay, so a couple of people got to go. That's fine. It's it's life. You can always catch up. This will be on a replay, so you can zoom forward to the session, which was about 40 minutes in. So you can always zoom forward to that and start from there. So yeah. So how does everyone feel? If you can, write in the comments. Okay. So let's get comfortable again. And we're going to go into our healing session. So we're going to start to call in self-love. We're going to start to feel what it feels like to experience self-love, to put ourselves first, to forgive ourselves. You know, we all make mistakes. We've all chosen the wrong path, one point or another. You know, it's all about forgiveness. It's all about love and accepting who we are. Okay, so let's give yourself a shake. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Those thoughts, those emotions. You know, the universe has helped to take those away. Let's breathe in. So we're going to do 3 breaths again. And this is the healing part. So we're going to feel that space that we've just cleared. We're going to bring in the love, the forgiveness, self-respect, you know, acceptance, understanding. We're going to bring all that in. So when we take our breaths, let's do it consciously. Let's be aware of what we're calling in now. Be aware of what this healing session is for. So let's take our deep breaths, and you can close your eyes, hand on your heart, wherever it is you feel you need to do. Nice relaxed position. Okay, inhale. Exhale. 2 more times. Last time with intention. Okay. And this is all about learning who we truly are, feeling our gut instincts, following our intuition, our true selves. How amazing we actually are. Feel that love. Really feel it. Be aware, be conscious of what that loving energy feels like. You've got goosebumps. Have you got strange sensation in your stomach? You feel dizzy. How's it making you feel? Yes. Self-love has been buried for so long. Let's give it free rein. Let's bring it all out. Let it flow right through your body, through your soul, through your heart, through your mind, and right down all over your energy field, right through your chakras. Keep it flowing. Why has it been ignored for such a long time and it feels so good? And we can override, we can be open-minded, we can think so much better, so much clearer. Now we have more space, more forgiveness. Really, really forgive yourself. You know, accept who we truly are. Accept that our body, our intuition, our true selves knows what's best for us. Feel it. Feel the love right through, down to your fingertips, down to your toes, up to your head, all around. Imagine what colour. What colour does that look like? Is it pink? Is it green? Is it colours of the rainbow? Do you feel floaty? Call it in. Know that your infinite self is your true self. Let that guide you. Let that bring the love in. You are loved. You are amazing. You're this life force. How does it feel? Really feel your love, really feel your self-worth, your self-forgiveness, your self-acceptance, your understanding. Imagine, what does this feel like looking at yourself in the mirror, knowing that you have all this, feeling that you have all this? Does it feel any better? What can you accomplish? What can you do now? Let go of those different faces you don't need. This is the true you, the real you, authentic you. Now you're standing in true love, true self-acceptance, true self-worth. When you stand in that, what does it feel like? What do you look like? Do you notice a difference? Do you notice a difference how you think you would treat yourself now? Would there be a difference in how you would treat other people? Is there a difference in your thoughts? A difference in your feelings? All these give you different experiences now. Judgment doesn't live here anymore. It's just knowing, understanding, forgiveness, love, freedom. Hold on to those. Let those words, let those feelings rush right through you. Feel it all coming back into balance. What does balance feel like? You're not heavy anymore. You're not dragging anything at the back of you. You don't have this heavy cloud over you anymore. Where's that rainbow? Where's that colour? Where's that light? Feel it. Really feel them. Enjoy this moment. Enjoy the feeling. Really soak in it. Just let it pour right through you. What does it feel like? Okay, we're going to go for a couple of minutes silence to just let that shower over us and how we feel. Remember, use your breathing, use your balance. Okay, feel yourself come back in. Really take some deep breaths, take your time. There's no rush coming back. Good. Again, feel your arms, feel your legs, feel your stomach. Press down on your heart. Feel your face. What's it like? What's it feel like now? Do you have a glow? Do you feel there's a glow there? I feel like there's a glowing energy around people. I feel there's you got very emotional towards the end. I could feel like a big relief, Did anyone else feel anything that was coming through for you? It felt really powerful. It felt really protected. I don't know if anybody else experienced that or felt anything. Okay, Nahkila saying she feels amazing. Yeah, I feel pretty great. It was pretty special. So Nahkila has kindly put on for me, and Javi did before, which was great. Thank you very much. The link for any mini sessions that you would choose. Again, this is a private, personal session. It wouldn't be face to face. We would just organise a time for about 20 minutes where I would be able to send you energy healing, distance energy healing. And then you can also go to the AshworthScott Life Sculpting page and see what other modalities that I do for energy healing, which would be more in depth as well. Okay. So I've got Lucy Grace. So glad I caught you live, Gillian. I see you beautiful, amazing parents today. Oh, I wonder who that is then. I don't recognise the name. But yeah. Oh, thank you for joining me. That's lovely. It's great you got to see them too. Yeah, so I'm so glad you got to experience some of that healing. And Phyllis has said hello to everybody, and Chris said pure heart medicine. Yeah, it does feel like that, definitely. I'm so happy that people could enjoy this and really feel it. Again, you know, it's going to be on YouTube. You can catch the replay, and yeah, and you can experience it over and over again. Does anybody have any questions? Anything they want to discuss or say anything? Okay, so Nahkila said the link is also located in the description of every video. Okay, that's fine. That stops me panicking, thinking I have to do it. But yeah, okay. So yeah, so if you feel led, it's your choice, you know, how you want to go about in healing, any energy sessions you would like to book. You know, if you feel led to do so, please get in touch. I'd be more than happy to discuss anything with you and go through things. So I first found with the hearts and sunflowers. I do love sunflowers. I think I'm going to plant some this year. They do make you happy. So is there anyone else want to share their experience, or did anything come through for you? Did you feel any difference? Did you feel any heaviness lifting? Did you feel any of that energy coming in? What was your experience? I'm going to be on for a few more minutes, so it'd be nice to speak. But I've been so happy that we've had a lot more interaction with the comments today, which is great. I love to talk to people and see who's on, and yeah. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm so thankful and grateful that you joined me, and you know, were able to do this session with me today. I'll give you a couple more minutes to see if anyone is going to write anything, and I will log out. But I feel really great about this session because, you know, we are in a time of chaos. We are in a time of strange things happening. So just to know that you are centered, you are grounded, you have your self-love within you, that, you know, you can really feel a difference. You're going to be able to get through this. You're going to be able to really heal and see what it's going to be like on the other side, because I think you know, we're going to be experiencing a huge change, and it's going to be a positive one, even though it may not feel like it at the minute. But we are opening up more. You know, we are becoming more conscious, more aware of ourselves. I'm really looking forward to how we're going to come together as a collective. That's really exciting. So again, I want to thank everybody, and I wish you all a great weekend. And yeah, get in touch if you feel the need to. I would love to hear from you. And goodbye for now until next time, and we'll see what will come through for me for next time. But thanks again. Okay. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.